welcome back to the Trifive guy. I'm working back on the 36 Chevy. Steve went ahead and finished off the frame. He had it all sandblasted, finished off all the welding, and the coupe's shells over here. I'll just turn the camera around and I'll show you what's been done. So I didn't work on any of this part. Steve done it, all of it himself, while I was at my house doing stuff on the house. So anyway, he had the frame all sandblasted, all these welds. He redone all the welds properly. It's all together. Cleaned up the rear end. Had that all sandblasted too. He done up the front end with the existing parts, which come up pretty neat actually. Yeah, I reckon it looks pretty good. Painted the rack silver and the A-arms contrasting silver as well. It's pretty neat. Let's get on the outside of this hoist. Yeah, so you capped on the ends of the old frame here. This is where the roll cage sits on. It goes over inside the cab. You can take it off. You take the body off. There's the rear end all hooked up. He's running all brand new brake lines at the moment. I'm working on the coupe body, just doing some of the last minute rust repair sections on it. Put a brand new master cylinder on it. Like I said, running all brake lines, removing it all. So it's going to be pretty safe as far as you know, what's getting done to it, as far as, you know, all nuts and bolts and ball joints and stuff. It should be pretty sound. He's replaced all these bolts, front and rear, brake pads, it's forward disc brake. So yeah, it's getting there. Over here, I'm just capping off these ends here. They're sort of empty under there, and to stop dirt and stuff going in there, I'm just going to build these plates out. I've already done this side up here, just so it looks cleaner. When you look down, you don't see the pillar. So yeah, I mean, it's been a few weeks since I've worked on this. I think 3 weeks, but yeah, it's come up well. So what I'll do now is finish off what I'm doing, and then flip it back over. So what we'll do now, guys, is we'll flip this back over so it's, you know, flat. I'll do all the body work on the front of it. I'll put that frame back under it, all new body mounts and so forth, and we'll get all that done and on and square, and start doing the outside body work, start fitting the fenders. Steve will get the big block ready, put all new gaskets on the engine and so forth. So let's get that done and I'll be back. All right, guys, the frame's on the ground. Steve ran all the brand new brake lines. Brake and pinions all mounted up. Everything is all secure. He even went and bled all the brakes. Yeah. It's got good brakes. Pretty cool. Brakes are all done. Done a beautiful job bending all the lines. Really professional. All hooked up around the rear end. All the brakes work good. There's that. And got doing the firewall. You wouldn't believe this firewall is one of those ones you buy like for a Ford or a Chev, already sort of, you know, recessed. They absolutely bang the crap out of it everywhere. I don't know if it was because of the big block or whatever, but it had, I wish I kept some of the pieces. It had like 3/8, quarter inch to 3/8 inch thick filler. So I took it all off because the main thing was it was cracking, and what they did was the original red oxide that was underneath this paint, they just put filler right over it. Didn't even bother grinding it back for it to stick. So I just took it all off bare metal, and as you can see, it's back into metal in a few places, and all these edges here were just terrible. So there's some sections I made. I'm just cleaning up all the welds and everything, so it looks decent, starting on the body as well. Yeah, so I'm going to paint the firewall black, hopefully tomorrow. I'll prime it today and paint it tomorrow. It's going to be Hotrod black. And then once that dries, we'll mount it back on the body, and Steve can start putting the engine and transmission back in. He's got to change a few gaskets on it. He's got to change that pan. Looks like it had a Nova pan in it at one point, like someone had this engine in the Nova. Usually that's what happens when you have to notch out that that pan, so misses the steering rack. Or could have been a 57 Chevy too. You have to do something similar to that too in a Trifive, not just a 57. Yeah, so that's he's going to clean all that and put it back in the frame and body. All right, guys, I primed it with 2K primer filler. Come out pretty neat, nice and flat. Nice edges done. Got all this section all done down here. Now you can see the underneath of that section. I had to make all this area here around the transmission tunnel. That's where the steering column goes through and the accelerator pedal. So we're gonna clean that off, and I know it's on a bit of an angle, but get ready to put the Hotrod black on. So yeah, it's come up really good. Really happy with it. Yeah, looks good. And that's Roberlo primer filler. First time I've used it. It's pretty good priced, and it sounds really good, and it's very high building. So Roberlo, if you guys are interested, let me know. I'll put a link in the video as well. But I bought it from a local paint supplier. I'm really happy with the primer filler. There you go. Okay, the body's on the frame. The frame's bolted to the body, I should say. It's come up good. Started firewall come up nice. We started repairing this quarter panel. Had a big wave in it. Had way too much filler in it. Like whoever did the body repair originally, oh my God, I mean, I took so much out of there and I just put a skim back in it. And this A-pillar area as well. Yeah, getting there, just slowly doing the body work. All right, I'm just gonna go underneath. Frame's done, that's from wet sand in the firewall. All the underneath's done, come up all right, not bad for a rat rod. Are we calling this a rat rod now, Steve?
I guess so.
It's a rat rod. There you go. So it's getting there. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And don't forget, check out my other videos.